ChristianTeensCommunity News, where Asian story comes alive right here in our studio. I am your anchor, Adeshinana, and this morning we bring you an extraordinary news headline. A young man sold by his own brothers. Betrayal leads to slavery in Egypt. From prison to palace, how one man rose to power against all odds, and how dreams shape the destiny of nations. Stay tuned as we unpack the story of Joseph the Dreamer in Egypt. We will be right back. We begin in the land of Canaan, where a boy named Joseph grew up. He was one of 12 sons of Jacob, also known as Israel. Joseph was different from his brothers. Not only was he the favorite of his father, but he also had a special gift, the ability to dream. His father gave him a beautiful coat of many colors, a symbol of his love. But this made his brother jealous. Joseph told them his dream, that one day their bundles of grains bow down to his, and that the sun, moon, and 11 stars bow before him. Instead of being happy for him, his brother grew angry. They thought he was boasting, claiming he would rule over them. This anger soon turned into hatred. According to the information we gathered one day, when Joseph went to check on his brothers in the field, they saw him from a distance and said, "Here comes the dreamer." They planned to kill him. Instead, they threw him into a deep pit. Later, when they saw traders traveling to Egypt, they sold Joseph for 20 pieces of silver. Imagine that, a boy sold by his very own brothers. But what seemed like the end of Joseph's story was only the beginning of God's plan. Now, to give us a clearer picture, I recently spoke with a man named Eliab, who says he's someone of this trader that took Joseph into Egypt. Here is what he told us from TikTok News. Yes, I remember him well. He was about 17 years old. His brother brought him to us and tied his hand, his face pale. At first, we thought it was a joke, because how could brothers sell their own flesh and blood? But they were serious. We paid 20 silver coins, and Joseph was taken with us. He cried as we tied him to the camel, but I noticed something in his eyes. It was not just fear, there was hope. As thoughts, he believed that God had not abandoned him. Soon Joseph was made the overseer of Potiphar's entire household. But trouble came again. Potiphar's wife tried to tempt Joseph into sin. Joseph refused, saying, "How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" Out of anger, she falsely accused him, and Joseph was thrown into prisons. Even in prison, Joseph did not give up. He helped the prison keeper, and once again, everything Joseph managed prospered. 2 prisoners, Pharaoh's chief, cup-bearer, and baker, had troubling dreams. Joseph interpreted them, and the events came true exactly as he said. The baker was executed, and the cup-bearer was restored. Joseph asked the cup-bearer to remember him when he returned to Pharaoh's court, but sadly, the cup-bearer forgets. Until 2 years, Pharaoh had a dream that no magician or wise man could explain. He saw 7 fat cows eaten by 7 thin cows and 7 good years. of corn swallowed by 17 ones. Finally, the cupbearers remembered Joseph. Joseph was brought before Pharaoh, and he explained the dream with God's wisdom. Egypt would have 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh was amazed and said, "Can we find such a man in whom the Spirit of God is?" He made Joseph governor, second only to Pharaoh himself. Our news team also meets Miriam, an Egyptian woman who lived through the famine. Here is her testimony. Joseph was wise, patient, and kind. During the years of plenty, we saw him storing up grain, while others laughed at him. But when famine came, Egypt had food. People from faraway lands came to buy grain. Without Joseph, many of us would have died. He was truly sent by God. And now, the climax of Joseph's story. The famine spread to Canaan, and Joseph's brothers came to Egypt for food. They bowed before him, not knowing it was their brother, as his dream had shown many years earlier. After testing their hearts, Joseph relieved himself. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt." His brother trembled in fear, but Joseph forgave them. He said, "You meant evil against me, but God meant for good, to save many lives." He invited his entire family to Egypt, and there was a great reunion. Dear teenagers, tonight's story of Joseph shows us that God is always working behind the scenes, from the pit to the prison, and finally to the palace. Joseph's life proves that no matter how hard things get, God can turn it around for good. This has been Bible Think Talk. Thank you for watching, and remember, hold on to your faith, forgive others, and trust God's plans. Have a happy Sunday ahead. May God bless you.